on that. And last week I announced that I'm going to throw my hat in the ring for King County Exec. There are a lot of good folks running, including great friend Fred Jarrett here in the room, and you'll get a chance to hear from him as well. And I don't have a polished speech yet. You're the first legislative district I've come to talk to. I had last night the King County Democrats. It was an interesting experience. We can share that together, Fred. It's been a long time since I've done a competitive candidate forum where we get these little 1-minute answers. I thought Andrew did a great job, though the whole machine gun question thing, maybe we could have some 2-minute questions next time and some 30-second questions or something so that it's not quite so horrendous.
Ask Susie, I wanted 90 seconds. So.
Okay, whatever. But I was pretty exhausted at the end of it. But I want to run for King County Exec. I spent some time this year, at their request, looking at their budget to try and help with the budget problem. And you're going to hear from some people in this race that say they have a structural budget problem. They get 60% of their revenue from the property tax. The property tax is growing at 1% a year. Their expenses are clearly growing faster than that. And they're right. They do have a structural budget problem. They also, and you're going to hear this from other people, you're going to hear this, I think, from both Fred and I, they have a spending problem. And if you talk to your local city people, you're going to find out that not only do they have a spending problem, they have a relationship problem. And the two are very related. The relationship between the cities and the counties is dysfunctional. They don't trust each other. They don't understand what anything costs. And when you go around King County and you talk to people about it, everyone wants to know why everything costs too much and takes too long in King County government. It's been a long time since you've had a competitive race for the exec. I think it'll be really interesting this year. I don't want to just talk about their spending problem. I also want to talk about their revenue problem. They do need a real revenue source. They need a revenue source that grows, that puts some discipline on them, that forces them to make hard decisions if they want to do new things, but one that doesn't squeeze what they're doing every year, because King County matters. It is the organizing function for how we live in the future. There are 39 cities, and some of them are about to get bigger. I'm excited that Kirkland's going to get bigger. Redmond will probably, I think Redmond picks up a couple of little segments. I'm excited about that. Having a little island, there's one in Renton that's exactly the size of a high school. So if there's a shooting at that high school, who responds? Now, if there's a shooting, the first cop car responds. But if they need routine services and they're getting it from miles away in the county, it costs a fortune and we're all paying for it. So the county can't do the things that we want them to do. They're laying off prosecutors. And we may not be as excited about putting people in jail. The reality is that King County and Washington are at the forefront of not putting people in jail in the United States. Much better in terms of doing drug courts. There's still work to be done, but we're much better than most of the rest of the country. You still got to put people in jail. You still have to do the basic functions. You have to do public health. We're all sort of paying attention to that now. As someone who doesn't have much of an immune system right now still, I'm real sensitive to the needs for public health. And I want to make sure that the county has funds to do that. We're going to have to work on the spending problem, because until you fix the spending problem, we're not going to be able to fix the revenue problem. Because I tried this year to get the ability for the county to levy a utility tax in unincorporated King County, which is one of the things that needs to happen to balance out the tax system, and I couldn't get 50 votes in the House. And the reason is because people think, many legislators come out of city governments, and they see this, that the county has a spending. So we got to tie those together. But we also have to tie that together with our vision for what we want, how we want to live, and how we bring together a new regionalism where we really do bring the cities together with the county and really agree, not just on a vision. We all agree on a vision. It's beautiful. Go read the Cascade Agenda or Vision 2040 from the Puget Sound Council, Regional Council of Government and Transportation Planners. And It's beautiful, and I think most of us agree on a more compact county with transit and other transportation opportunities, a verdant, rural part of the county. We are not on a plan to get there. We all share the vision. It's a nice vision. I have this vision of retiring in Tahiti, but I'm not on a plan to do that. The county needs to be on a plan to deal with getting to our vision. We all need to agree on that plan, and we need to have implementable steps. I think we need to bring a measurable system to do that. We need management skills, and many of you know I spent a lot of time at a nearby behemoth. It wasn't quite the behemoth when I started, and I did learn some management skills. Now, it's taken me 6 or 7 years, and Larry's smiling again, for me to take the edges off my management skills. But I still do bring an impatience for getting to closure on issues that is uncommon here, and I do think now is the time in King County where impatience may be a virtue. Not overdone impatience, but some. So I'll be back next month to ask for your endorsement as a body, and I'd love to have it. Thanks.